Welcome to Mr. Jahs class where I, Mr. Jah, cover educational topics in a short amount of time. Let's get started. Hello students. So I wanted to make this video because I'm noticing a lot of similar mistakes amongst the submissions, okay? So I'm going to go through and show you how you can get full points. Now, if you miss some points, you can get back half those points that you missed by fixing it and turning it in again. Okay, so let's go through it. All right, so we've already done this. You've asked the students in class what their birthday month is. And so let's say there was one in January, 5 in February, 1 in March, and let's just say there was 5 in September. One there, one there. Let's just make a nice example. All right, so there's a total of 18 students. This is going to be important for us to look at a later time. Next, I'm not sure what is happening because some graphs look a little strange. Let me give you an example. Okay, you see this right here? This is not good. Something happened here, and I do not know what happened. So some students, their graphs look like this. This value should be on the x-axis. It should be below the bars. If yours looks like this, you are not getting full points. So let me show you how to do it properly. All you have to do is just drag, or you click on January. Don't double click, okay? Just one click. Then from there, I'm going to click it again and then drag. You see how that looks? And then let go, okay? Then from there, I'm going to go up and click Insert. Then I want a chart. And voila. So we successfully created the bar graph. Now in the instructions in the document version, it says that we need to write out the title if it doesn't already give it to us. So let's go in and do that. So in order for us to create a title, we go up here, we click Customize. Now let me back up. If your chart is not the chart you want, you go to over here, Chart Type. It's going to be under Setup. Now let's say this disappears. You just double click the chart. See that? And it comes back. All right, so under Setup, this is where we find the chart that we want. So we click here, and there's a whole bunch of different kinds of charts. So since this is the column chart, this is the one we want, then we click Customize, and we want to look for the title. So we have chart style, chart plus axis titles. That makes sense. Okay, chart title. Chart title. This is where we put the title. This will be birth, day, month. That makes sense. And I'm going to click out of it. There it is, a nice title. Now, if you want to get fancy and you want to make this centered, you go down here to title format, highlight or click on that, and then center. Oh yeah, that looks nice. Okay, let's go down. Next, task 2. Now we're looking at the data and making sure we can get information from it. So which month is most represented by the data? There's a message right here. This says it's wrong because you haven't given your answer. So let's take a look. Which month is most represented by the data? So we have February and we have September. So both should be correct. February, oh yeah. Let's move on to the pie chart. This is going to be our favorite color graph. So let's say there was blue, green. Let's look at orange. orange, and then purple. And let's say someone said gold. All right, so let's say everyone, there's 5 people that like purple, 1 gold. Let's go 10 blues because blue is the best color. That's my favorite color. All right. And green, let's go 3. And we have, okay, 9. So 4 and 1. Now we have to make sure. So we went around the class and we asked students in the class what certain things about them, right? So we have to make sure that our numbers match. So this right here, we have a total of 18 data points, right? 18 students. So it makes sense when we do our colors, we have to make sure that we have 18. If we don't, we have a discrepancy in our data and we're going to lose points. So we got to make sure that it is accurate. Okay, so same thing when we create this one. So we are creating a pie chart. So we highlight, once again we click and then wait and then click again and then we drag across. Then we go up to insert, we go to chart, and then oh yeah, we have a nice pie chart. And sometimes it'll give us the correct chart, sometimes it won't. If it doesn't, remember, we just go over here to chart type and then we tell it what we want. And then we want the next part of the instructions right here. So change the color of each pie slice to represent the actual color. So here we can see some of it is correct, but some of it is not. So this one says blue, that's perfect. This one says gold, this one says purple. So how do we do this? We go to customize, and then you see right here where it says pie slice, we just click that down button. And right now it is looking at the different slices. So it is making the blue. Okay, that's perfect. Let's go down. Green. The green, it's making it red. So we just go to green. Oh, wow. All right. So we do that for all the colors. Make sure that it is the corresponding color. All right, the next thing we're doing is we are measuring the students in class. So we have this data already. And we want to put the student's name, actually their initials. So let's go JC, let's go AB, BD, and so on and so forth, right? We should have a total, once again, of 18. Now, one thing here, let's say JC is 65 inches. This is another thing that I'm seeing with the results. So in Google Sheets, when you're looking at a chart, you don't want to include the unit. Okay, when we're dealing with charts. So if your chart looks like this, 65 inches, 50 inches, 70 inches, you will not be able to make a chart, to make a graph out of this data. And the reason why, it has to do with data types. Google looks at this and it thinks it's like a word. It's called a string, okay? We need it to be a number. So 65 inches is not a number, if that makes sense. So what we have to do is we have to clean it up a little bit. So we're going to go 65. We're going to go 50. See, it even tells you how it automatically moves around the cell, the cell here, 70, okay? So if you were trying to make a chart and you had the word there for the unit, Google doesn't know what's happening. So let me show you. So if I highlight this and then I click insert and then I go chart, it has no idea what 65 inches is. So you might have had this issue. So all you have to do, once again, clean up the data, delete the inches, so 65, 50, 70. If you do that, highlight it, insert, chart. Oh, so nice. Okay, and then that title is fine. All right, let's take a look at this. There's a message here. So if your chart says, so if your assignment says there is a discrepancy with your data, check your work. That means the numbers don't match. So 3, it's looking at it and saying, oh, wait a minute, you're missing some data. So 18, 18. So that's the final check. If you've gone through this and you follow the instructions, you'll get full points. The last thing is to make sure that your numbers match. All right, so that is the data collection assignment. Thank you for watching the video. Attention science teachers. Want some free physics resources for your classroom? Click the teacher link in the description. And as always, thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing.